as you can see, I finished painting all these, the red color lacquer base. Unfortunately, the darkness of the panel lining that I did on this is still showing, which is concerning me a lot. However, that doesn't mean it's a total loss. I can go one of two routes. Reprime the whole thing, and then repaint it red, and then panel line it, or switch to the darker red and see what result I can get out of it. Now, bear in mind, this is an acrylic paint that I'm painting over a lacquer base that I just allowed to dry. Let's see what results we can get out of this. Noticing that now I'm covering up the darkness and it's now lightening up. Maybe I don't know if the camera will show properly. Starting to see the results now. Something that I couldn't produce on the other paint. The pigmentation is a little darker, so it gives me the result that I was looking for. That interesting wash look to it. Alright. I'm not going to bore you guys, but you can see where I'm going with this. So let me finish this up and then we'll show the final results. Well, after many layers and attempts of painting this kit properly and making sure I'm getting it right, I have to say what came out was pure joy. There it is. The Dessler command carrier from the original space cruiser, space battleship Yamato series. This came out perfect. Actually, you know what? Let me do a little bit of a close-up shot here. The technique that I did in my video came out pretty well, giving it that black wash look to it. Came out pretty well, surprisingly. I was a bit surprised that when I was painting the red, the lacquer-based red on this, and it was coming out that way, I was saying, well, how am I going to recover this? But using the darker Rosetta red, which was an acrylic-based paint from Mr. Hobby, which they don't make anymore, it came out really good. I'm glad these came out okay. It's really nice. I was deeply amazed at how it came out. I'm sorry if the focus is not going pretty well on this. But this came out really damn good. Now, there's some flaky hairs that I don't know how this was produced. I was actually spray painting a clearer coat from Tamiya to cover up the kit because I ran out of top coat, and it produced that, which I think I may have to respray paint the red again a bit. I do have a little bit left over, so I'm going to have to redo it again. It looks like snow, but everything else came out pretty good. Wow, came out pretty good indeed. Okay, with doing all this and it came out the way I wanted, I knew that I had to try the same thing with the $21.99 kit. And here it is. The $21.99 Battleship Carrier version is also painted the same way, but a lot more detailed. Alright, so here's the detail that I did with the $21.99 carrier version. As you can see there, the pre-shading was a little thick, and I had to do several layers. First I did with the normal red, followed by the Rosetta, I think it's called Rosette, not Rosetta, Rosette red, which is like a brownish, like a dark reddish color, like a wine color type thing. But it came out really good, as you see here by the details of the kit. I was also impressed, but the one thing that was giving me trouble was this. Like, I was trying to respray paint the hull area, but it for some unknown reason didn't replicate the same thing that I did with the classic carrier. Maybe I need to pass it more red. Problem is I ran out of it, so I have to buy some more. But it is a worthy attempt on doing this. I really like how it came out. Now, as you can see, the back end I didn't put the parts back in there yet because I haven't spray painted it. And those two, I gotta spray paint or paint those as well. But let's see what happens later on. But the effect on the carrier came out really well. So technically I'm done, but not really. I have to finish up on a few things. And let me show you. Alright, so you see here are the two aircrafts that comes with the $21.99 carrier. Here's the bomber with the massive drill plug that was used to plug the hole inside, in front of the Yamato, so they would never fire their wave motion gun. It's a pretty simple design. Pretty, only two parts for the drill, 2 parts for the base of the drill, and 1 part for the yellow piece in the trim. And then there are several layers of parts here that can go on top of this. There's a tremendous amount of detail there that you can do panel lining Of course, this thing is so small to panel line. You're going to be probably going to need to use the Valillo paint wash for this. So that's one part here of the kit. Here's the other kit, which is the I think this was, I forgot the name of this ship, but it was I think it was partially a command ship that was used to use these two little projectors here to teleport the fighters in specific areas of space, like a folding device which fold the time and space, and it specifically targeted specific areas of the battlefield so that way it can attack the Yamato in specific points. So you had the bombers, you had the torpedo fighters, and missile fighters as well. So this one, again, there's a lot of detail here, and there was, of course, these two parts here, which covers the section of the ship, which also comes with these little manipulator grapples. I've never seen that before. I haven't seen the anime, so clearly it's based off the anime section. So I don't know what it signifies. I never saw the episode of this, so I haven't passed episode 10, so I gotta at least watch the episode to understand this. So I'm not going to paint these. I built it and put them onto the side. I put so much work in there, and right now the weather's getting so cold it makes it difficult for me to paint. To the point where I've cheated in a few things here. Here's one of the thrusters to the side of the carrier, which I didn't airbrush. I used a normal hand brush, and I painted gunmetal. Gave it 2 coats, so these things are done. Here's another part here that I also painted, so it was okay. So I'm almost done. The one thing I want to do now is focus on these. Stay tuned.